This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's such a living history to this rivalry game. They began playing back in 1893 and so many dramatic chapters since then.
You know, growing up in the Big Ten region, I always had an appreciation for the Iron Bowl, watching Auburn and Alabama every year. But really, it wasn't until 1996, my first year on College Game Day, when you and I were down there. Watched it firsthand. It was my first experience in seeing it. And there's just nothing like watching Auburn and Alabama in person.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
But here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him. And this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board. Wideouts now clustered. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a first down. Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This defense is hanging tough. Can they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's looking to scramble. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught on the outside. It's a Ward. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the handoff. Powers through a tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Receiver makes the grab, juked one tackler, and picks up first down yardage.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. You'll recall the last time they played, it was the Crimson Tide making just enough plays, Kirk, to pull out a close victory.
And, Chris, let's face it, that's what the Iron Bowl is supposed to be about. No matter who wins the game, it's always a lot of fun when it comes down to the final few minutes. I got a feeling it's going to be like that again today.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone.
Easy.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Gives it to the back. And the ball to the ground. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. QB decides to keep it here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Close to the tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? And they scoop it up and run it in for a 2-point conversion. Wow.
And makes the score Auburn 15, Alabama 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Bringing pressure. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. A completion sets up a second down play. The back's got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the option play. Finding space at the 20. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, this quarterback has everything you're looking for when it comes to executing the option play. He's got speed, he has instincts, has a great feel at the mesh point, and seems to make this defense pay for it every single time they call it.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone.
The returner is brought down at the 21, and the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He can't stop him. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. First down and 10 now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the football. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it, over the years since you and I have been doing college football, going way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Using his legs here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
3:25.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Auburn offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Snags a quick throw. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
By the back. Gain of 10. First down for the offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Price. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
He's running out of time here. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Fights through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
They'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and take it. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 29, Auburn 22.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Auburn.
Leading here in the fourth quarter will keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, look out, the football is free. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. It's an option look. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a good call on the option, but the quarterback doesn't execute that well. I don't know if he was fooled by the way that defensive end slow played it or not, but the end deserves a lot of credit for coming up with a great tackle.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. The pass rush closing in. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Running out of time in the pocket. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. They're going to run it here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing in 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
First down for the offense.
You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Auburn. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
It. A chance to tie the game. They still trail by 1 in the final minutes now. So with just one timeout here, they're lined up to kick it off. Not going for the onside kick. Surprising. Returner decides to fair catch this. The job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.